fine. This is fine. This is fine.
The biggest flops in Mortal Kombat history. Conan arrives today, late like always though, because NetherRealm likes doing that for some reason. Tons of players are currently playing offline right now just to enjoy his character on time, but I digress. Since Conan is a brand new Mortal Kombat character, I thought why not look back on the least popular characters in the series. In other words, the biggest flops. Characters that nobody really liked, or at least not at the time. Nostalgia is one powerful drug that makes even Su Hao likable, somehow. But at the time, he was despised. So yeah, today's video is all about the biggest flops in Mortal Kombat history, and we're going chronologically. First up, we have Stryker in Mortal Kombat 3. This entire game was a flop, but that's a story for a different day. Stryker began his life as a meme. While other characters were throwing fireballs and summoning lightning storms, this guy was using regular weapons, like grenades, a police baton, and later on he got a gun, but he didn't have that in the first game. So yeah, he was quite boring compared to the other characters, because again, they all had powers, but Stryker didn't. Crazy to think how Batman is beloved for the exact same reason, but not Stryker. He had the opposite effect on players. And it didn't help that his outfit looked terrible too. Man looks like the definition of how do you do, fellow kids, with that backwards cap. Stryker was so poorly received that he disappeared from the entire series until Armageddon. Yeah, the last game in the series when everyone came back. But with that said, just look at him. Yeah, there's no resemblance at all. The developers completely changed his look because they knew how much fans hated him. Now thankfully Mortal Kombat 9 redeemed this man, but at the time everybody hated him. Next up we have Mortal Kombat 4, and this game introduced several new characters, and Jarek was the worst. Why, you might ask? Because he's literally Kano with a different name, and I'm not joking. Jarek has the same attacks and playstyle as Kano, but hey, at least he has the unique ability to look much lamer than Kano. Seriously, which developer had this idea? Yeah, let's replace the cyborg man with a regular looking dude. It's such an obviously bad idea that I have no clue how it happened at all. But thankfully, Jarek dies in this very same game. Yeah, I think everyone watching knows about this. Jarek gets killed by Jax in his debut game.
It's over, Jarek. Shinnok is dead. The good guys won. You're coming back with me.
Never, Sonya. I agreed to help defeat Shinnok, not turn myself into the special forces. The Black Dragon live on.
The Black Dragon died with Kano. You're the last one, Jarek.
Never!
Come in, Major Briggs. This is Lieutenant Sonya Blade. What?
Sonya, this is Major Briggs. Come in. Sonya, this is Jax. Are you there? Going somewhere, Jarek? Jax! I thought you were going to. Thought I was what? Dead? Like my partner you just tossed off the cliff? I'm sorry, Jax. Please, don't drop me. Wait, I promise. Too late, Jarek. You can't drop me. You have to uphold the law. You have to arrest me. Wait, this is brutality. You can't do it. Wrong, Jarek. This is not a brutality. This is a fatality.
And to make things even funnier, Jarek has never returned for the NetherRealm games, which is a very small list of characters. By this point, almost every Mortal Kombat character has appeared in some way, but not Jarek. Even Dramon's helmet made an appearance before Jarek, which just shows you how lame he is. He's definitely one of the biggest flops in Mortal Kombat history. Time for Deadly Alliance, one of the best games ever with one of the worst characters ever. Yes, he became cooler in Mortal Kombat X, but at the time, everyone hated Rai Cho. The man used vomit and farts to attack the opponent. You can't get much lamer than that. And on top of that, he was extremely gross too. I have no clue why the developers even made him, because Deadly Alliance is a very dark game, and that's intentional. Liu Kang dies immediately, along with Shao Kahn. The game was supposed to be dark, so why on earth did they add Poopy McVomit Man over here? He completely ruins the game's tone. But get this, he returns in the next game. That's right, how did this even happen? No, seriously, how did this happen? One of the greatest mysteries in mankind's history is how Rai Cho survived into the sequel. Oh yeah, Su Hao's in this game too. and he also sucks. At least he had some cool weapons and unique attacks, but overall he sucked. Nobody really cared for this guy, but I already covered him in a past video, so check it out if you want. I just don't feel like wasting any more time on this guy. Which means it's time for Mortal Kombat Deception, considered by many to be the best game in the series. And yet, even so, it has several lame characters, and in my honest opinion, Dairou was the lamest of all, possibly tied with Darius. Being bald was very lame in the 2000s, what can I say? But on top of that, Dairou had very lame attacks, which is ironic because he was actually top tier in the game, and I mean the best character in the game if you wanted to win tournaments, and nobody would argue that. I've actually made a full video on this topic if you want to check it out. But despite having the best move in the game, barely anybody played Dairou, because his personality was bland, his backstory was boring too, and he was bald. That's the unholy trinity right there. If you want to guarantee a new character flops, that's how you do it. In fact, Dairou was so unpopular and hated by the fans that he got replaced in Mortal Kombat 1 by Havoc.
Return to Saito, Dairou.
Where did you learn my real name?
And don't get me wrong, Havoc is a really cool character, but my point is, the developers purposely replaced Dairou instead of trying to add him. The man wasn't even worthy of being a cameo fighter. That's how lame Dairou is. Next up we have Armageddon, but that game included everyone, so we can skip it. And Mortal Kombat 9 had the greatest roster of all time, so we can skip that too. Which means next up is Mortal Kombat X, and it's Jacqui. Yeah, it's definitely Jacqui. Kung Jin was pretty lame too, but at least his gameplay was new, whereas Jacqui was literally another Jax character. To get an idea of how lame that is, just picture Cassie Cage, but without Johnny Cage. She's the daughter of Sonya, and that's it. She plays just like Sonya too, because that's how you get Jacqui. Just imagine Cassie without the green glow or any of Johnny Cage's charisma. That's what NetherRealm did to Jacqui, and to this day, I have no clue why they made her so identical, because most children are not identical to their parents. My father was captain of the fire department, whereas I draw comic books and play video games. If that doesn't explain it perfectly, then I don't know what does. Jacqui should have played differently than her father, but she didn't. For Pete's sake, she still fought with mechanical arms. This new character had zero creativity, which is why she flopped so hard.
It's what he would do. It's what a Briggs does. I know you'll never hear this, but... Goodbye, Dad. I love you.
Mortal Kombat 11, the best-selling game in the series, with the worst villain of all time. I'm not joking, Kronika sucks really bad, and my buddy Sonika XD made several videos about that topic if you want to check them out. If anybody watching this video thinks that Kronika is not the worst villain in Mortal Kombat history, then check out those videos, don't argue with me about it. But unfortunately, this video is about the playable characters, which means sadly, I have to throw Kollector under the bus. Not because I found him lame, but because he was unpopular. In fact, Kollector was the least played character in the game, which again I hate because I think he's very original. Kollector fights using magical items that he collected in his bag of wonders, and if you lose against him, then he collects you too, which I think is an awesome touch, but sadly the facts are facts and basically nobody played this character. And as a result, by definition, Kollector was a flop. It pains me to say it, but it's the simple truth. I've got to pour some out for my boy Kollector. I'm sorry, it's too sad. Finally, we have Mortal Kombat 1, and it pains me to say this, but it's Nitara. And yes, it's all Megan Fox's fault, along with whoever had the idea to hire her as a voice actor.
I am Megan Fox, and I'm voicing Nitara. It's cool to be in the game, you know, because I'm not really just voicing it. It'll be like, she's kind of me. You Outworlders believe yourselves so superior.
That's it for the video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and hopefully Conan is playable by now. If you enjoyed my video, please leave a like down below. It helps the channel out a ton, and if you haven't already, finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. And for the next video, I recommend this bad boy right here, where we talk about Pink Floyd in Mortal Kombat 1. That's right, they finally did it. The Pink Ninja is added to Mortal Kombat 1, and this video talks all about it.
One cool thing that I want to show you guys before I let you go, this thing is really cool. I don't know how I did it. So I was playing in the Living Forest. I did not expect anything, so I'm pressing rematch, but check this out.
So definitely check out that video next. Come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.